Hey hubby, what's up? You want to learn about monetization of my YouTube channel? Okay, I'll tell you if you really want to. Okay, sit down. I know you make most of the money for us, but I guess it's good I can contribute a little bit of something, right? Sit down, relax, close your eyes, and just listen to me tell you. You've nothing to worry about here. So, I got monetized at the end of last year, but technically the beginning because it took some time to process. I got to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, which was pretty nice. It happened really quickly. And I also made a Patreon as far back as last September on my old channel, which was exactly the same channel, but YouTube took it down because they didn't like that I credited an artist. Yeah. So it took some time, but Patreon's been like my main source of revenue. But you want to talk about how I get monetized on YouTube, right? Well, just so you know, I make about $150 months for us on Patreon for my lovely patrons. Such kind people, such nice people that call me a good boy and want to pet me. Don't worry, I'll be yours forever, hubby. So on YouTube, well, the first thing you gotta know is that YouTube pays differently for the type of content you make. That's because sponsors prefer to pay more for different types of content. So ASMR, well, you can make money off it. It's the lowest paying type of content on YouTube known. Yeah, it's kind of not the best, but it's something. For about every 500 views, I make a whole American dollar. And yeah, I get about 1,000 views on every video. Well, given enough time. Sometimes I make a little more because of watch time. Watch time returns how much you get because it's based on how much advertisers are willing to pay and how long people watch. And the longer people watch, the more I get paid. It's not really a whole lot because, you know, a femboy wife shouldn't be making a whole lot of money because then he can be independent. We don't want our femboys being independent. We want them to rely on their man. Isn't that right? You like taking care of me, don't you? Well, I'm glad I can at least contribute the small amount. But there is a bit of a problem. But I know you don't want me to be negative, and I don't know if I should even tell you. Are you sure? Yeah. Well, you see, I'm not even sure if it's fair to say this, but it's possible that YouTube's algorithm for monetization, well, doesn't really like gay stuff. It's more likely to automatically demonetize gay stuff because there's a belief that, well, queerness is inherently sexual. So when it detects something as gay, it marks it as not safe for work, even though my YouTube has the safe for work versions of all my stories. So things get demonetized practically every single time I upload. But because Patreon has things a whole week earlier, that gives me a whole week to fix it. And I do that either by editing out things that's triggering as queer, or I do a request for an appeal. And every single time that I do a request, it fixes it. Because when an actual human looks at it, it says, hey, this meets our YouTube community guidelines. You're a very good boy. Yes, you are. You can make pennies. You can make some pennies for us. Yes, you can. You're so sweet. Does the femboy want pennies? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's what YouTube likes to say to me. I'm like, thank you, Daddy YouTube. Thank you for giving me pennies. So that's basically how my YouTube monetization works. I'm hoping if I can get more watch time, eventually I can really start helping paying the bills for you, hubby. Doesn't that sound nice? Well, I know, you take care of me, but I wish when I contribute something, I feel like I'm a big burden on you sometimes. Well, 'cause I don't really help you pay things, and I just want you to be happy, and I know we're not financially struggling, but what if one day we were, and we had no backup money? I really just want you to be happy. I'll work. I'll go to work and go to McDonald's and say, "Here's your McNuggets, sir," and bring money into the house. Uh-huh. So yeah, that's why I want to do this. But it's hard. It's like running a business. If you want to succeed on YouTube, you have to go in with a business mindset. And most businesses fail. You're in constant competition. So you have to strive to make the best stuff possible. You can't just make medium stuff on your niche. You have to be the best, the absolute best. At least I try to be. But I also like to take inspiration. Like I see someone talking about cutting hair, and I'm like, you know what? I should do my own take on cutting hair. I like to do stuff that matches my fantasies, and I've kind of always wanted to cut my hubby's hair. I know you always go to the barber shop, but maybe one day I can actually cut your hair for you. I know how to. So that's the types of videos I do, and especially when people find it relatable, they're more likely to click. Of course, it does appeal to a specific niche. My specific niche is boys being wives. Boys can be wives too. If you think so, they should subscribe. That's what I tell them. If you think boys can be wives too, hit that like and subscribe button. I know it's silly, but you have to have a message behind your channel if you want to actually make money. And that's my message. It's kind of niche and, well, not very popular, even amongst femboy circles. But that's what it is. So does that satisfy? Do you feel like you know about my monetization on YouTube, hubby? Talk about Patreon. I don't really want to, though, because those are really special people, only for the most dedicated fans that want to get early access to all my stuff, as well as my photographs, and lots of other cool things. I guess I do give you that money sometimes, because you take care of all my money. It's only like $150 at most a month, but it's pretty good. I think it can help with like a week of groceries, can it? It has to do something for our household. Right? Doesn't it? It does? What do you do with it? You put it in our savings. Well, I'm glad I'm able to contribute financially a little bit. Be a little bit more than just a little dumb femboy housewife. I actually do things for us. I know cleaning and cooking is good, but I feel like I should do more for you. I just want you to like me. I'm a good boy that you love. Well, thank you for telling me. Can you call me a good boy again? I really like being called a good boy. Good boy? Good boy? Oh, thank you. But it's not bad. You're not gonna like ban me from trying to make a little bit of money for our household, though, right? You'll let me work? Yay! Thank you for letting me feel like I'm useful. I mean, we live in America, and money is the highest form of morality, right? If you're making lots of money, you're a good person, right? Isn't that right? Huh? I shouldn't say that, but why? Isn't it true? It is true? Then why can't I say it? It's not something we're supposed to say. Okay, I'm sorry, hubby. I'm sorry I spoke out of term. Am I being a bad boy? If you like my content, head on to patreon.com/boywifey for early access to all of my audios. While you're there, check out my selfies, join the Discord server, vote in exclusive polls, read my blog posts, listen to my podcast, request personalized voice messages, get discounts on commissions, become a part of an audio, see behind the scenes content, join our Minecraft server, discover 100% exclusive audio content, and get your name in the credits of every audio. If you like what you heard, please consider hitting that subscribe and like button. I'd really appreciate it. Please.